Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Broly's popularity in Dragon Ball was not lost on Toei Animation, even to this day. To the point where each time they offed him in their movies, they did it in spectacular fashion, and yet they couldn't keep the purse strings tied shut, so they kept bringing him back for more. Whether it was miraculously surviving an exploding punch, whether it was being on an exploding planet and conjuring up a space pod out of thin air to fly to Earth in, whether it was being brewed in a test tube out of goo mutant syrup, or rebooting him entirely for Dragon Ball Super, they always found a way to bring him back. Well, in this video, I'm going to talk to you briefly about the fourth Dragon Ball Z Broly movie that we never got. Well, we kinda did. And whilst the movie idea should come as no surprise because Toei Animation loved him more than they probably loved their own children at home, what I suggest in this video might seem like one. The last time that we see Broly in Dragon Ball Z, well, in the Dragon Ball Z movies, is in his lackluster and borderline unnecessary appearance in Dragon Ball Z Movie 11, Bio-brolly. Movie 14 if you count the original 3 Dragon Ball movies. And given his lackluster contribution to this film, it's not really a big shock that the fourth Broly movie didn't happen. There's a whole lot of speculation going to go on in this video, but given the evidence I'm about to provide, I'll let you decide what you want to believe. Now, if you look online, in all probability, you'll find little to nothing about this. And it's because I believe it was changed so early on in its concept and development that most people probably wouldn't have even thought about it. And given the fact that one of the big clues about it comes from the Bio-brolly movie, leads even less to believe that people may have thought about it, because that's probably the least watched film of the lot of them. In the closing scene of Dragon Ball Z Goo Mutant Broly, Goten, Trunks and Krillin have all blasted Goo Mutant Broly with an acquaintance Kamehameha, as opposed to the family Kamehameha that Gohan, Goten and Goku destroy Second Coming Broly with in the previous movie. And thusly Goo Mutant Broly is sent to the bowels of hell, where he can sit there and float with all the jelly beans. The following sequence allows for a rather convincing argument. King Yama has summoned Goku and Paikuhan because Broly is apparently running amok down in hell, and he wants the two otherworld fighters to go and deal with the situation that Broly's caused. It seems like nothing big, sounds like a standard Toei Animation filler movie cake mix. However, the next movie that came out after Dragon Ball Z Bio-brolly was in fact Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn, or the Rebirth of Fusion, in which Goku and Paikuhan are sent to Hell to defeat a demonic monster that is ruining Hell and running around distorting reality, causing the dead to roam the earth. It's entirely likely that the original plan here was actually to have Fusion Reborn be about Broly causing a ruckus down in Hell and being so powerful that it sets the dead free. And the reason he'd be doing this now instead of just after the family Kamehameha would be because he'd only actually just arrived down there. This would have had Bio-brolly flow seamlessly into Fusion Reborn. They possibly also considered to find a way to try and have Goku vs Broly in a rematch in a film, and Bio-brolly was just a good way to set it up, plunging him down to the depths of hell. Toei, of course, having had somewhat of a mixed result with Bio-brolly's reviews, likely opted to change this from being a Broly movie and created Janemba instead. According to the Kazentai and the Golden Warrior art book, when Tadayoshi Yamamuro was questioned about Janemba's origin, Yamamuro states, often the pattern was that we'd have Toriyama-sensei look at the rough designs that we'd drawn and add corrections. For instance, with the transformed Janemba, the order from the anime staff was actually for a demonic-looking character. So I drew a rough design with spiral shapes entwined around his arms and legs, which I showed to Toriyama-sensei. He checked it and sent it back, and that became the real design for transformed Janemba. So the faint blood vessel-like things on his arms and legs were remnants of the rough draft. So it seems that the anime staff had decided that they wanted a demonic-looking character for the movie. Perhaps they'd originally realised that having 4 Broly movies was overkill, or that Goo Mutant Broly wasn't a great movie, and that having Second Coming, Bio-brolly, and then having Hell Broly would be too much Broly in one go. Broly. After this video, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to count how many times I said Broly in this video. Now, it would be fun to sit and say what makes this even more compelling is the fact that the storylines match up for the movies. Bio-brolly and Fusion Reborn flow into each other very well, and the only real inconsistency is the sudden change from Broly being in Hell and causing problems, suddenly to having a new issue down in Hell due to the ignorant kid listening to music whilst working. That's negligence right there. It's a lawsuit in the making. However, the truth of the matter is that each of the movies would come out in March and July, and this was the theme throughout all of the Dragon Ball Z movies, meaning one movie would have 8 months before its release, and the next would have 4 months before its release, then 8 months, and so on. So the reason that they flow so well is because at the time they were being made, the production times would have started from a similar point as to where the series was currently, and therefore nothing significant would have really happened between the two Dragon Ball Z movies. However, I believe there's a clear indication there that Fusion Reborn may have originally been planned for, or at least conceptualized to have been the fourth Dragon Ball Z Broly movie. But what do you guys think? Is there something to this theory? It does seem rather strange that they'd have put a massive tease at the end of the film with no intention to follow up on it, with the following film having an insultingly similar plot, or do you think it was simply giving Goku a fun line in the film? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Would you have liked to have seen this fourth Broly movie, Hell Broly? And it would have really driven a lot of people mad, because I would assume that would have meant that Gogeta would have fought Broly in that one as well. Whether it's the Budokai 3 opening, whether it's the Dragon Ball Super movie, or whether it's the fourth Hell Broly movie, it seems that Gogeta and Broly were always meant to fight. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed it, comment and subscribe for more content in future, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!